day, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big Cat, once you are tapped in and turned up and know what's going on and are not having it, you will never cast your pearls before a swine. A swine! Let's get the comments up before we dive into this particular peccadillo, darling dears. I've got quite a bit to unpack. Surprise, surprise. Yes, baby. Let's kick off with the prayer, darling dears. The birds are going for it outside today, darling dears. I mean the proper feathered kind, not the chicken head sort. God, Father God, grant me the courage to change the things I can change, the serenity to accept those I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So be it, mote. Energy. Up, darling dears. As we dive in, we're going to kick off with the planetary energies to see what's going on with the celestial bodies. As I sip my mocha, because it's a jungle out there, Big Cat. And I ain't getting smoked. Venus, the planet of love and money, Skrilla, in Aquarius, squares off with the lunar nodes of the Taurus and Scorpio axis. This urges you to make some decisions when it comes to love and your Skrillas, your money. Some of which you may not be ready to make. Yes, baby. The day is full of inspiration and motivation to make choices. Please excuse the adverts, I keep them in because sometimes they come with a massage. There could be some breakups in both parties realizing they aren't really ready to commit to a situation, a relationship, a partnership, a friendship, whatever. On the flip side, there will be some people more unhesitantly. They ain't even looking before they leap straight into the aforementioned subjects. Yes, baby. A relationship, partnership, friendship. They're going what? Bombs over Baghdad. Not even putting their third eye on it. But I digress. Regarding money, you may hear of people who have recently taken some kind of a risk, right? A big risk. And you will hear of them winning or losing. This, darling dears, is a fated day. Why? Why must you not cast your pearls before a swine? I mean, all of us have done it in the past, including me. And once I finished beating myself across the face until spittle flied and held a chair pose and started doing my squats and 15,000 steps and consorting with the Most High Father God, Mother Isis, my ancestors, way showers, spiritual guides, right? Put it on a post-it note. Just the highlights, the ones that had my hairline proper itching blood. Yes, I worked it out. Yes, listen, right? I got me notes because I wanted you to really understand what I was trying to deliver today. When you are able to see the big picture, darling dears, and realize what is actually going on, you will quietly and calmly become the master of your own life. I know. Your thoughts, your feelings and behaviors will carefully calibrate themselves. Yes, they're going to line up with clarity, peace, understanding, and the truth roof. Pinkies up. Life, darling dears, is about perception. What you see as reality may be completely different from what other people see going through the same situation. You have to remember, we all have a different perspective and take in intel in a different way according to what our emotions and previous experiences have brought us through, darling dear. Take a step back and look. I mean, really look at how you react to situations and interact with other people. You will learn so much about yourselves. Another reason why I'm giving you this talk today, darling dears, I'll finish at the end. Let me carry on with my notes, because I don't want to digress. I want you to keep the point, because this is very important. Bumping heads, right? When people have your psychological password, it's because you allowed yourself to become enmeshed, right? Enmeshed in a negative way in what's happening. This experience will become a positive one if you're able to learn from it, darling dears. It gets you one step closer to your authentic self, your soul purpose, your true reason on this Malkuv. Big Cat. It will help you understand and react more calmly to this type of bull swanky in the future. Another thing you could possibly do would be to shut down. Shutting down is another end of the spectrum, darling dears. You totally disengage. This stance is just as ineffective. You avoid the situation altogether. And by doing so, you can never learn anything about yourself, darling dear. It's all about knowing thyself. And more such instances of what perpetrations against you, Big Cat, will occur because the universe will set it up because you put so much emotion and then bottled it up. The universe will align you with more such instances in the future. Know this, Big Cat. Shutting down is not an option. It causes what? Dis-ease in your body. Another one, my final point in this what? Casting your pearls before a swine, yet being able to see the bigger picture, is holding space. What do I mean by holding space? I mean by staying centered. Remaining balanced, being present, but not participating in the drama unfolding in front of you or around you, darling dears. Picture yourself encased in a protective bubble. This bubble has a blue-green iridescence. Your throat and your heart chakra, right? Your throat chakra is your self-expression, and your heart chakra is about your feelings, your emotions, darling dears. You are not taking it personally. You will take on the role of what? The witness, the observer. When you watch and you listen so you can hear from a heart space and with your throat chakra engaged. And there are larger forces at work here. You have to understand the spiritual warfare of it all. And the karma that is on the tableau. Did you hear that? Everything is a message. Every day is a chance. Every year is a what? Finish line to reach. Told you, everything is a sign in the readings, darling dears. As I was saying, as you become the observer, the witness to the drama unfolding, you are not taking it personally. You will realize it's not about you, darling dears. You are simply watching and observing. You say to yourself, try and see it from that bottom feeder's perspective, this swineherd that's trying to what? Attach themselves to your psychological password in a negative way. Life experiences are meant to align you, your personality with your soul, and you will live it. Live the life you came here to be. And what? Live on this Malkuth. Malkuth, I'm getting Scottish now. You will radiate your own empowerment. It will come through in everything you say, right? And what you do, and will be deeply felt by others. Yes, baby, that's exactly what's happening when you understand. No longer cast your pearls before swines. Let's dive in, darling dears, and let's see what the cards want to tell us. Let's see who's in the comments first before we kick on. Right, Alexis Holmes, Big Cat Wave, Ocean Life Hermit, what's going on? Pinkies up, the truth I know, I see you, fist bump, Sandra D, or should I say Sandy D? Getting a bit of what? Grease going on there, darling dear. Do you remember I was 10 years old when I saw Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John? Baby, knew all the words. Angel Love, Alpha Female, hello. Elaine LaGrave, hello, darling dear. Florida Time, Empress CC, Lisa Scott, I see you, darling dears. Carol Mustika, Ange, Taylor, fist bump. Anyone else who I've not said hello to? Namaste, and thank you for popping in, darling dear. Let's see what energies are on the tableau today, darling dears. We're going to lead with some rune stones, because the reason why I came off with all of these peccadillos today, because what Will Smith did is slowly taking seat on my hemisphere, because you realize Will reacted, right? He was triggered by multiple triggers being put in his face by circumstances within his personal life. I already did the read where I told you that Chris knew Will was going to get that award. How significant was that award? He was the 4th black person in history to receive the award, the Best Actor award. Yes, baby, or actress. I believe it was Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, and the 4th one escapes me at the moment, but please put it in the comments. What he did, yes, he protected his wife's honor, but it was a shaming moment, because that is all people will ever talk about. He reacted. He didn't step back and look at the bigger picture of what he stood to lose. We couldn't believe it when we saw it with our eye chakras. Not Will, not the Fresh Prince and Summertime. Not him, no! His wife could have stopped him. She could have leaned forward and caught his arm. They've been together over 20 years. She knows what his psychological password is. This is not a blaming talk that I'm having, but I'm saying this has got ramifications. The slap that was heard around the world. Casting your pearls before a swine. Especially when the swine had intel to take a big cat down. Well, wow. Oh, wow. Anyway, let's press on, because I can be a chatty cat. Oh, just the one, darling dear. And it's that amethyst. Someone's going to need some healing, darling dear. We've got fail. Can you see it? On its face. This is the world card on its face. I just said with the Venus energy today, darling dears. Venus and Aquarius squaring off with the lunar nodes of Taurus on the axis. The lunar nodes on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. Somebody's going to have a loss in their fortunes, darling dear. Being told to fetch the black bags, being given a P45, told never to darken a doorstep today. So you're going to hear a turn of someone's fortunes. Good golly and gosh, full-on failure, a cohesive failure, and a full-on loss, and possibly losing their hairline and their shiznai, even as we have this tete-a-tete. Yes, baby, represented by the letters F and O. I know we can only think of, listen, I can only think of, let me tell you something. Represented by the numbers 84, 85, 86, and 87. The world card, represented by Earth and Saturn energy. Somebody's getting rules and regulations applied to their posterior today. They're getting it live and direct, and without the Vaseline. Karma knows their address, darling dears. This person perpetrated a risk, and it was foolish actions. They're feeling disappointed in you, big cat. Why do I say that? You was meant to be their salvation. You was meant to carry on casting your said pearls before said swine. Until you didn't. Nothing like when the epiphany kicks off in your hemisphere and you realize that you got to minus the big cat. Right? Proverbs 10:14. Darling dears, somebody's situation is crashing and burning due to lack of knowledge, or they underestimated that somebody could be even lower than them, or someone would lock onto what they was doing and nipped it in the bud, darling dears. F and O to them. They looks like they get in the two of these and one of those. Love and light. Oh. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Something they manifested that shit. Could have been signing of a contract. Or they went in as a doppelganger, could not live up to said contract. Didn't have the tools and the skills, darling dears. It sounds like this and that to me. Not ramping. There is two here and one there. I think this is what we need to see first, right? Whatever they tried to clear, darling dear, and whatever they swore, right, they was going to uphold, it didn't work. They've been blocked from a situation, and it speaks about whatever they put in the dark, darling dear, it's about to come into the light. This could also be in malicious words, things they said about you, darling dears. Waiting for the big cat to actually be brown bread. That's Cockney rhyming slang for dead blood, dead. They wanted you toes up. Somebody broke a contract and created a great deal of karma for themselves. They surely did. What they was once impassioned for, or passionately told you about yourself. This talks about hot words being poured on a situation over a contract. Again, it speaks about malicious words, darling dears. Malicious actions. But can you not see the phoenix coming from the ashes, darling dear? Yes, baby. Whatever they did, you rose above that shiznai. Learned how not to cast your pearls before a swine, eh? Nothing like knowing what's going on when you needs to know. Not needs, we don't like that word, wants to know. What's going on? And the truth starts with what? The cat in the mirror. When you can look yourself in the eye and tell the truth to yourself of all situations, because I already said your reality and perception of a situation does not necessarily hit home in the same way from a completely different individual outside of yourself, darling dear. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, on its face, darling dears, on its face. This speaks about someone having a lack of vision. This is also somebody who is extremely temperamental and cowardly to a fault, darling dear. What they sought as an adventure has turned into what? The 9 levels of Dante's hell. Yeah. And whatever they did, those big words they put on you, darling dear, it's all over them like white on rice. Oh, the downfall of the big cat didn't work, eh? They wanted you to be stark raving mad, barking at passing cars, right? At a wishing well, right? And with your begging bowl for their time and attention when they was taking big risks in your life, giving that hot passion to many others. Good God, what's the matter with these cards? Listen, patience, case. Patience is a virtue. Yes, I know. Still trying to F with me, but boy, what's going on here, oh? Not having it, oh? Am I gonna... Give me a moment, big cat. I have to collect myself and go back to my supplies. I'm not having it. This is outrageous. And it's not funny. I know you're snickering in the background. But like I said, I come to you live and direct, darling. There's no, I can't pause the camera. Maybe because you needed to see the quadrant on a high purchase to understand what exactly you overcame and what has been reborn in your life. Yes, baby. A divine masculine. So it's a male energy. But then again, gender can be fluid in tarot. Yeah, air energy underneath it. This is somebody who what? Is got you all up and in their mind. It could be male or female because, as I said, gender is fluid in tarot. Cast, listen. Okay. Let's get some tarot on the tableau and see what else is going on. Block party. This talks about standing your ground, squatte, and not having it. Not today or any other day that's got a D in it, darling dears. The 7 of Wands is represented by Sagittarius energy, darling dears. As well as what? Mars. No, it's not Sagittarius, it's Leo. I had to mind check myself then. Sorry, I know it went quiet. There was nothing buffering. It was me buffering in my cranium. Listen, Leo energy. This is standing in your element. Who rules the Leo? The sun. This is about you knowing yourself in a situation. Standing head and shoulders above. And it also could mean what as many as 6 people was all in on it, mate. Trying to what? Give you what? A bad sort and a bad lot in life, darling dear. Let's see what else is going on. We've got to find it out. Ooh, okay. If that's what's going on, we're going with it. Oh, they're showing signs of aging, darling dears. The wickedness is catching up with them, eh? Base of the deck. We've still got the 7 of Wands because I haven't shuffled. This talks about someone crying like a full-on Mitch into their fist, darling dear. Whatever they creatively try to create in your hemisphere is not working. You've kicked over a cup of hopium, darling dear. And what cognitive dissonance. The Ace of Cups on its face also speaks about loss of a pregnancy. My condolences, darling dears. It also speaks about, because this is my multiple streams of income being handed to you by Father God himself, darling dear. This is a loss. Somebody's taken a loss in their pocketbook, their handbag, in their wallet, and they can't control their emotions around it. Ace of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This also speaks about them living with what? Repressed emotions. So they're on the what? They're on the passive and aggressive. They're from that kind, right? That likes to lead with the little finger waves, blood. It also speaks about somebody wanting a situation to come back again. Again, it speaks about the cognitive dissonance, a situation which we saw you are blocked from, possibly from yourself and your ancestral team, darling dear. A life lesson for you to understand and realize that you dodged a rocket launcher. This person is crying. Yo. Very sticky, blood. Again, we go back to the fire energy, darling dears. Sagittarius shows up, as well as Leo again, and we have the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, darling dears. This person is having a loss on all fronts. This is a high commanded Decepticon, a narcissist for sure. Complex B personality, psychopath, sociopath, and all about all round bad lot. This is a ruffian of life. This person is what? This person has been humbled in a situation where they can't actually fight. They're feeling extremely vulnerable, darling dear. The ones in reverse to me always represent an STD of the mind, body, and soul. I'm also getting the impression somebody's found out about an STD in a situation where they actually invested. They gave someone a cup and got back what? A plastic beaker. Hey, hockey sticks at dawn, blood. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is what? Self-serving, right? Put themselves first in every situation. This person is looking back at a situation where they should have been more humble, meek even. The Nine of Wands on its face speaks about what? The betrayal of a situation where they lacked. They didn't pay attention to a situation. And it also breathes into an unstable personality at this moment in time. This person is going through some serious karma, right? We already saw Fayu show up. Karma killed them kwati. The same someone you cast your pearls before, darling dears, they're getting it without the Vaseline. Something that they manifested. Misery.com, lack.com, jealousy. I would even go as far as to hate, darling dear. They hate your guts because of their own lack of attention in a situation with you, whether it was a friendship, partnership, work colleague, mother, father, sister. I don't know. You know who cut you to your white meat, made you what? Do your math. Oh, sorry, I said Proverbs. It's Matthew 10:14. Made you dust off your sandals and head out. You know who did that shit, naive. They manifested that shit. This person was a trickster. This person came in with no emotion in the situation, so it was unbalanced from the outset, clouding your perspective because you was always a doer in said situation. Yes, what did I say? I can't make it up. They're feeling what? As vulnerable as a newborn lamb. Or should I say what? Judas in a lamb suit. Yeah, heartbreakers found them and they manifested, called it in, darling dears. Because of the lack of attention in a situation where they should have been a protector and provider. This is about being betrayed, darling dear. Looking back onto the people that they put on high esteem. They had a whole gang of friends, that turned out to be just like Caesar's friends, stabbed him to death in Parliament. Mm, I think it was his best friend, or was it his strongest and longest advisor that gave him the first cut? Oh, anyway, well, that's what's going on. They've been betrayed. Mm. And guess who's blocking them out now, darling dears? Whom they can't come back to ask you about anything. Not even the time of day. You've got no time for that, or the hairline. You left the situation by the sweat of your proverbial balls. You had to learn how to what? Use your throat and your heart chakra, darling dears. You had to rebalance yourself. Divine gifted you with all of the tools to remove yourself from said situation, a situation where you was not being loved for who you truly are, and you was indeed a gift, darling dear. You've got them badass alchemist ways. This person saw you manifest a lot in their presence, and the only thing it manifested in them was jealousy, envy, and hatred. Well, if they hate you, you 9 them. What's that? The Hermit, mate. We go past the 8. We've got no time for the 8, the hate, right? We go straight to a 9. What's that? Hermit mode. Highlighted, right, with the 3rd eye. Wisdom, DNS, you did all of that. You 9 them, and then don't like it. And they're blocked. And it's right next to the fiery, passionate energy that they still have for you, but you've got no passion in that situation. Because you see the bigger picture. This person would like to message you. They want to talk, darling. They've got lots of things today. Lots of things today. Some of you, listen, Freudian slip was meant to come out. They've got lots of things to say. And all 6 of them, you better block your ears, because it will be the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Somebody's also coming as well. Going to be coming with being betrayed in a situation, darling dear, where they're feeling vulnerable and weak. They're going to speak to you about violence. I'm talking about 2 pieces and not KFC. Somebody who is involved with a high commander Decepticon who is manipulating the situation, and they will be, you see nothing but betrayal in that situation. Block them, darling dear. Especially if you watched yesterday's video. You lead with what? Okay. Keep it moving, blood, brah, or cis dream. They manifested that shit. She's naive. Yes. They loved the tongue wrestling, right? And this was a talker that talked behind your back. If this was a partner, it could be male or female. The original shoe shine boy or girl, darling dear, didn't have one pentacale to really create a stable foundation as protector or provider. Or as the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, nobody's mother or wife. They had nothing but gossip, slander, and the majority was about you, darling dears. You've washed your face like David. What they didn't see as a loss when you was leaving. You manifested that shit, darling dear. Whatever the shiznai was for you, you manifested it. Why? No one can dream the way you can dream, darling dear. No one can see into your soul. No one knows what you truly deserve on this Malkuf unless you tell yourself that everything I have, I deserve. And I deserve everything. The universe is infinite, darling dear. And you, my dear big cat, was gifted with all of the tools. You have an 8 over your head, agent of karma you be. They're heartbroken because you've blocked them and washed your face like David. Oh, well. You'll never cast your pearls before that swine again. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? King of Wands on its face with the unsatisfied eyes. A pedestrian sperm engineer. A tree sloth with their Panani Ophatum in the air like a gang sign. They love the attention, the negative energy it brought for them, darling dear. two kings on its face, darling dear. This don't look good. Whatever they try to master in your presence and in your what absence, law 16, when you turned your shapely back, it didn't manifest, darling dear. This is a high command Decepticon narcissist, right? Pennywise son or daughter. Listen, even their horn is lackluster, as you already know, because you said straight drop this, mate. King of Wands. Yeah, look what he's looking at. I told you, pay attention to where they're looking at your happiness, whatever you've co-created for yourself. Leo energy again, darling dears. Happiness of you possibly have progeny, because I told you, this King of Wands, he know how to procreate, as well as what? Co-create fucking his blood. Well, they're looking at what you've co-created for yourself. You're happy. You found some kind of what? Reason for being, darling dear. You're not allowing the past to block your blessings. This is what the brick wall is behind you. This is spiritual ascension. This is marriage, new partnerships, new friendships. They're looking at the new life you've created for yourself. All while remembering what they didn't pay attention to, what they didn't protect, and what they saw had no value. They had no love for you, blood. None. Not as skrillers.coms. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yes, the toxic amongst the toxic, darling dear. Third party situation could have been work, alcohol, drugs, lying, spying. I don't know. Only you know what went on in your domicile and was perpetrated in front of you, big cat. This goes to Four of Cups. No more emotion to offer a situation. You dead it in the water. This is about you having taken a lesson from the situation. Being prepared with your badass alchemist ways for it to never happen to you again on this Malkoof. You've got the tools and a full-on tinky winky with the bag, I might add. What's this vulnerability, this Nine of Wands on its face? This is about losing the passion for a fight that they started. Broke down all of the boundaries, darling dear. This is somebody that didn't uphold what? A covenant. You could have been married to this person. And when you met them, they was like Larry the Lamb, right? Harmless. Until they turned into a female black widow spider and tried to eat you from the neck down. Start with the head, darling dear. This is a situation where you didn't learn anything. They didn't learn nothing. Nothing. They didn't take any telling from what you brought to the tableau. Badass alchemist ways. You was able to manifest in a situation that was broken, darling dear. This is why they hate you. But I told you, you went straight to a 9, the Hermit. The Tower card also speaks about not wanting this situation, this broken, boundaryless situation to stay there. They wanted you to be still stuck on stupid and wondering what's going on as you lost your hairline to a reverse Friar Tuck. Taurus energy on its face is also the God card. This person never put God in any situation unless it was to try and curse you in the name of the Most High. Well, we all see how that's working out for them. Not good. Some of them got as far as got their penmanship involved. Right next to the cauldron, darling dear, they wrote something down about you and burned it. Which is not a good idea when you're working with what? The chosen one. Even the music had to go silent for that, peccadillo, darling dears. As I sip my mocha. Oh my God. O'Shea! More coffee! Start! Coffee! Sorry, had to call in reinforcements and keep my larynx lubricated because this is a whole bushel of teaching moments, darling dears. Why the five of wands on its face, right? Wanting to feel as though there's no fight left in them. They can't fight with you. The disloyal amongst the disloyal, darling dears. Passive aggressive, projecting, hiding their hand, not telling the truth. Airbenders for sure, telling tall tales. And they're looking at what they lost. You came in with what? Manifesting generational wealth. Some of you had the bag when they came there. Or you was what? Locked up in your intelligence. How you portrayed yourself. With dignity, darling dear. Well, they shat all over that. And Karma knows their address, blood. The spiritual short bus that is parked right next to the signs that says you can't F off past this point. Well, they already flew past their nestmate. This is about not being allowed to enter a situation that is going to be of equal standing. They're going to get it, mate. Could be for the next 10 years, maybe even 11. Split the deck. What did I say? You went straight to a 9 and realized, I can't make it up. Virgo energy, my card talks to me and I talks to you because you get the usher here, fist bump. You understood the codependent and the wicked. And this is about what? Having to isolate yourself from many, darling dear, to get your gangster going. Yes, agent of karma you be, major arcana on the King of Pentacles, right? Incoming. Would like to message you, but don't listen. They haven't changed. And there's some of them are trying to send you a message because the Emperor speaks of the father on its face. Whatever they're doing at this moment in time, they're amongst the disloyal, and they're sending a message to you by not co-parenting properly. Because if they was happy where they were, they'd be paying attention to their children to rub their happiness in your face, big cat. Well, dust for Daniel to that, major arcana. It's not working, blood. Hey, someone better tell them. That stabbation that they're trying to put at you by being squiffy with the co-parenting. You know it's fucking ease, blood. Bad energy. And it goes nowhere. It's all because they're jealous. And if they've got a partner, that chiquita, that chicken of the sea, this tree sloth, right, is your biggest hater. Jealous, gossiping, spying, spellcast, doing all of the above, darling dear, to make you weak. To make you weak, big cat. Imagine that. Let's give it a good shufty. See what's going on, right? With your bad-ass alchemist ways. You manifest a way on how to what? Get over the heartbreak, the scandal, the scoparation, and the wickedness, right? As you washed your face like David. Whatever you've been turning your hand to, my dear big cat, it's been slow in coming because the Knight of Peas is the slowest knight in the deck. This also speaks about loyalty, darling dear, is on its way. This could be in the form of a partner, romantic or platonic. Thank you. Ask Mayat. I'm going to put you in what? In the Big Cat Chronicles. Thank you, son. You came in with the reinforcements. You came in with the right cup as well. That says, my hairline comes first, blood. In every situation. This is loyalty which you are manifesting at this moment in time because you worked out how to get over a situation that you thought or thunk was insurmountable. This is man. Remember, the Bible told us, man will fail us. This is why you relied on the unseen. Put on your whole Ephesians 6:13, darling dears. What's that? Your helmet of salvation, right? Your breast shield of faith, the belt of truth, right? Your sword of spirit, right? And your foot is shod in the gospel blood. Yeah. Whatever you did, darling dear, you worked hard. And this also speaks about travel. Some of you've got travel plans. You're hesitant to make the travel plans at this moment in time. Why? Oh, because you're supposed to go on a vacay with a swine hood. Don't cast your pearls before a swine and don't waste your skrillers.com. You'll have an unsatisfying time and you'll be trapped on some island with a wanker. Yeah, a wanker full on dickhead. Yeah, a bottom feeder that's going to pop off, argue with you, be spiteful, all because of jealousy and envy. Why? Because you're going to come with it. You've got the skrillers to put your trousseau. They're going to be jealous before you even get on the flight, before you leave your house, before you even pack your trousseau. Don't go on that vacay with the wicked. Looking upright. They're still peeping. They're watching you, mate. High and low. Sputnik and mouth breathing to boot. You're manifesting true loyalty, darling dears. And this also speaks about your business acumen. As you what? Remove yourself from the obsessively jealous. This is about you overcoming, darling dear. Capricorn energy on its face. Some of you have overcome addictions, overspending, right? Manifest a proper financial plan, right? Whatever it is, it even was the soul tie you had in that situation. You don't have to what? Have the sex in order to create a soul tie, darling dears. You overcame, darling dears. This is why you're being blessed. And you know not to cast your pearls before a swine, because you know it's not working, blood. 3 of P's on its face. You will never be recognized for what you bring to the table. And as I said, if this was a long-term marriage, could even be a short-term marriage, partnership, or friendship, it's at an end, mate. It's over. And you're not going back, blood. I told you there's no passion in that situation. You don't have a paw in this particular fight. And you sure as shit don't want that poison phantom or black hole of Calcutta. They call it what, a panani. You don't want it. Listen, it would wreck your 1111 fate. The happiness that you've what co-created in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. What about this heartbreak and betrayal? What did I say? Some of you are high priest or high priestess. You sit between the 2 pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin. For completion and beginning, you have their file, a see-through pamphlet, which you already float tested off the bin when you did that block party once and for all. You had to become your own leprechaun, seeing the rainbow. You chased the rainbow when you washed your face like David. The high priestess means I know. You know that a miracle is coming towards you, darling dears. The brightest star in the sky. The stars also represents your chakras being aligned as you pour away subconsciously what no longer serves you. And it also speaks about, you see the bird in the background here, but again it points to the high priestess, paying attention to your inner self, darling dear. Your higher mind, that God spark within. This is how you was able to overcome. You took comfort. Yeah, and it made you strong. And as you rise and block someone out, they're on a downturn in their life, darling dear. Told you, karma kill out them quati. You don't need to go and peep. I'll tell you what's going on. My cards don't lie. Lots of passion, right? They're not, listen, I was about to say they're not happy. Look, pardon me. Excusez-moi s'il vous plaît. That was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Roof, pinkies up. This person's crying into their fist, right? Touching themselves, trying to manifest you back. Listen, they've got the stanky finger underneath that cloak, blood. Yeah. They can't believe what they turned their back on. Security, stability, somebody who was working for mutual benefit, happiness. This also speaks about parties and celebrations, darling dears. This person was a full-on Debbie Downer, right? Or decks that don't do well. Whenever there was a specific celebration, this could be like a birthday, Christmas, whatever celebration it was, this person always what took the flight out of your tail, made you cry. They can't believe what they turned their back on, right? What they were seeking. Suit them, darling dear. And you don't want it. Sitaki. That's Swahili for I don't want it. Yeah. They're crying, mate. While you're still winning, some of you just bought a new vehicle, a new chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. And the Cancer energy of it all. The star on the forehead speaks about, over the forehead speaks about what? Higher enlightenment. And the curtains are open, blood. You fully understand what's going on. And you will not cast your pearls before the same said swine again. And I think you're celebrating, darling dear. What's it say? Shining? Yes, baby. Whatever you're doing, mate. Right? And never you ever dim your light. Look, as I said, never you ever dim your light to let someone else shine. Block that shiznai out for air. For air. Base of the deck. Right? They are dummy bats and they deserve what they get. Right? Because they try to F with the Empress. Or Emperor. This was a union that you have no passion for. If it was a marriage or a business situation, that contract was broken. You was in league with the devil's strongest worker. This is what could have happened to your romance or your partnership, business or friendship. But they didn't want that. They was too embittered with hatred and jealousy. Well, you get what you give. Fail on its face. Right. Let's get another deck and see what else is going on. We're at the 52. We must hurry. Where's the other one? Just a second, darling dears. Oh, that's why. Okay. What else do we need to know? Spellcastation, darling dear. Return to sender. You have the right as a spiritual being to claim dominion over yourself at any point. We are fast approaching Venus Friday, where we take our spiritual buffs, darling dear. Right? Why are they doing it? Because you know your worth. And you're worth more than diamonds and gold. Proverbs 31:10. Right? And I told you they're drugging it up, mate. Every night is party. Why? They're trying to give themselves the cognitive dissonance. They can't believe what they turned their back on. The Five of Swords told us about the verbal tongue wrestling, blood. The insults. The tongue lashings you bore. Because that came straight out of the black end. Yeah, the back end, mate. Too blessed to be stressed, darling dears. Don't worry about them. Look, I told you. Dharma is good karma. They're getting the karma without the Vaseline. What's this? They've got no peace, right? And they're trying to be strong or a show of strength as all hell and hellfire and powder house is breaking out around them in the mud hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane in the district of the Dam, no less. Touch not the anointed lest thou be touched, darling dears. Yeah. They haven't got no peace. They're unable to eat. They're unable to sleep. They're not eating properly, right? Their daily staple is drugs and alcohol. Right? What's going on here? What's this? On the down low, leading a double life, hiding in the closet, right? Stripping, right? Sex for money, right? a house thief, and they've got herpes or HIV and hepatitis. Listen, you dodged a bullet, mate. They're getting their karma, right? What's this? Can I get another chance if I promise to change my old ways? Can they have another chance at you, darling dear? Big cat. Hello? Hello? Can they get another chance? A chance to what? Sharing their karma, because they seeks revenge, right? They need to replenish their self-esteem by doing you worse than they did before, right? And they're a full-on energy vampire, and they can't come in unless you allow them in. Let's move this up. They're getting their karma, all because you stood up. Became the stripper cat. What's that? Stripping away the toxic and what does not serve your highest good. How did you do that? By seeing the bigger picture, that you'd cast your pearls before a swine. And what would they do? They all rend it, trample it. They did. What's this? Oh, little finger. What did I say? Son or daughter of Pennywise the clown. Yes, baby. The slow grinding hell. Harlot. Right? Plotting. A secret enemy. Planning your downfall. And envious status. What did I say? Your come up is blinding them. You and your badass alchemist ways. Little finger. Well, we all know what happened to Little Finger. Arya Stark, yeah? Same Chiquita that killed the Night King, no less. Pinky's up. Game of Thrones, darling dear. Game of Thrones. So what about this Little Finger? What else do we need to know? Seeing as we're here. Not that we're worried. We just want to know. Why not, eh? Right? Whatever they wanted to progress with their spell casting, the wicked lies, right? You staying in that what situation shit, right? That disingenuous back front neck tabbing friend, right? Who's got a kind of a single white female kind of a MO mode of operandi. Yes, baby. Lack of progress. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper, especially when you see the bigger picture. The barefaced effrontery, time traveler. They wants to come back. I told you. They wants to come back, darling dear. Cause you're irreplaceable. What's this? I told you there's been a loss of a pregnancy, right? It was from a secret child. They had a secret child that woke up. Listen, a whole naked baby. Nothing more from this deck. Dare I touch another deck? I dare, because I'm Big Cat. We're gonna go with this. This is my FP555 Oracle Intel deck. I've got two. And I've mixed them together. Because no one go and check me both. Right. Let's move that out the way. Any more intel for the Big Cat? It's all because of the choices you've made or been making or about to make, darling dear. The 6 is the Gemini energy, the lovers making right choices. As they watch you in the role, because we're all characters on this Malkuth. In your play, right? In your big feature, right? They're Lot's wife. 10 come it done, and now do it again, blood. You called time, and then you called your ancestors, and they was like, hello. Been waiting for you so long. Moon energy, Cancer energy. They're in their emotions, their feelings, and they're relying on their instinct, the instinct of the wicked, darling dear, right? Why? Because of memories, darling dear. Every time they see it, they turn into another pillar of salt when they walk down memory lane. This is why they're drinking and drugging it up, darling dears. Right? Well, guess what? Mitch can't kill my vibe. Mitch can't kill my vibe. I can feel the energy from 2 planets away, and it's 2 of these and 1 of those. And what? Nature make you stay away. Yes, baby. Might I also point out on this card, it's a 21, the world card in the upright. Baby. So it is a day of a fated day for us, darling dears. As they lose, you win. Oh well. Yes, baby, they can't kill your vibe. Get up off the table. Your Ibex, right? If you see a crack, you don't fall back. You use that purchase and you continue to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Baby, your Ibex, and you're leveling up. Something they didn't believe you could do when you was already that bitch or garçon. When you met them, are you kidding me? They just got into your cranium and told you this and that. Right? Continue to be blessed in their face and in the spotlight as Sputnik mouth breathes over all what you've got going on. The 17 also speaks about a miracle, double confirmation. Changes in the wind, big cat. You've got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. It also speaks about legal situations, darling dears. Possibly what? Restraining orders, right? Taking them to court for defamation of character, right? All while you get to do the Tinky Winky with the bag, I might add. Tinky Winky's always got the bag and leaves with it, mate. And what they couldn't clear, you've been given clearance of, darling dears. I told you, today is a day of what? Windfalls, right? You took a risk and you're winning. They took that risk and it's all over them like white on rice. The bad luck, the bad vibes, the bad credit, right? The bad advice they took when they decided to F with a big cat. Well, that's for them business. They've got all of eternity to think about that. Split the deck. Nothing more from this deck. You're getting the back, darling dear. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. It's the only way, big cat. Never you ever allow yourself to be burned by the same fire. Yes, I know you have the naysayers that say, oh, you went for it for a long time. It took me until the 11th time, 16 hard years in, after I lost a kingdom that I built by the sweat of my proverbial balls. Humiliations, physical attack, verbal attack, mental attack. I didn't know what the D meant in day until I did. Shapely back here, you hold the whip, Khaleesi or Carl, and it will always be from the ashes, baby. On that note, I drops me mic. I sip me mocha, right? And I go back to being what? CEO of minding my own business, blood. In matter of fact, I'm hiring, right? I'm sending out applications and full instructions on how to be what? One of my associates in the company of what? Minding our own business. CEO I be. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. And never you ever cast your pearls before a swine. Take a pause, darling dear, and step back and see the bigger picture. It's a lesson and a teaching moment. A lesson for you and a teaching moment for a bottom feeder. And never you forget, big cat, who controls your emotions is your king. And you want to be kinged by a what? dick-dealing, mattress-backing animal in a kitten here. A disingenuous, jealous friend who's got single white female tendencies? I think not, Scotty. I think not. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. They're gonna try it, babe. But don't let them try you. Your hairline comes first. Always. All days. Fist bump. Loving the track Kaizen Blue. Giving it to us from the YouTube. Go and check out his channel. He speaks to my soul with his music. Don't fight a battle when you've already won that war, big cat. Know your worth and what you bring to the tableau and continue to add tags. Namaste, cat, cat.